Welcome to the Swansea Spirit website. My name is Jonathan, and I thought it would be a nice idea to introduce the centre, just to give people an idea of what they can expect when they visit us. First of all, once you come through the door, you'll realise that the centre is a very informal place. It's comfortably set out, and there's no formality expected of you when you come here. You don't have to dress up. It's not like a church. For myself, I've come to regard this place as a very important place for meeting people and for exchanging ideas and understanding and basically creating an atmosphere where people can feel comfortable to talk about psychic matters, mediumistic matters, in an environment and in an ambience where they're not going to be ridiculed, they're not going to be thought of as a bit strange. I've been involved with the centre now for more than 25 years, and over that time I have spoken to a tremendous number of people who have come to us or found their way to us for all manner of different reasons. Some people come purely out of curiosity. They may have found themselves walking past the front door on many occasions and just wondering what goes on in a place like that. Others come because they have a real need to know whether someone that they've lost, someone that's left this world, continues, and the possibility of life after death, and indeed if it's possible to communicate with these individuals. And yet more come because they have heard that there is a healing facility here, a spiritual healing facility. They may not necessarily have great hopes for it, but they are curious. And then there are those who have really serious issues, and they also come because they maybe have exhausted a number of orthodox channels and they want to go a different route. So the reasons why people come are many and varied. But the thing that I've gained from my exchange with all these different sorts of people over the years is that there is a common humanity that everybody has to exchange on an honest, open level with people. Unlike many other areas of life where you have to go through various processes and formalities, qualifications, you have to belong to a particular religion or belief. The centre has none of that. We recognise that people may have their own religion or none, and in having their own religion, that is perfectly fine with us. We embrace all understandings here. But the thing that we have in common with all people is that they will respect others and that they will have an open mind when they come here. We don't have a dogma, we don't have any particular creed, we're not even a membership, so it means that people can come and go as they please, and I think that's good. I also like to think that enough of us here have enough variety in our thinking that we can offer a different way of looking at life, no matter who it is you speak to. People that come to me will hear my understanding of life. People that go to one of my colleagues here may hear a different understanding of life, and I think that that's good. I think that that's healthy. I also personally will encourage people to investigate the whole field locally, so that I will encourage them to visit other places that offer similar things to us. We're not the only people in Swansea that deal with psychism and mediumship and spiritual healing, and people are different, people are individual. What suits one may not suit all. So I think it's only good. We don't have a sort of vested interest to jealously guard people here. They're not our membership, they're free to come and to go as they wish, and I think that is as it needs to be. So when you come here, hopefully you'll find a warm welcome. You'll find people that are ready and willing to speak to you, to listen to whatever your story is, and to explain and introduce the things that we have here on offer. I know also from my experience that generally people have private experiences of the psychic and of the mediumship of their own. People are naturally clairvoyant or clairaudient or clairsentient to some degree or other. But because many people would consider them a bit strange were they to talk about those things, they tend to keep them to themselves. And we have a significant proportion of people who come to us because they've had spontaneous, natural occurrences in their lives. They may have seen something or they may have heard something, not enough to cause them any great anxiety, but enough to make them want to have answers to their questions. And an important part of why the centre runs is to offer answers to people's questions. I'm not claiming that the answers that we give are going to be definitive or the last word in anything, but that they will hopefully help to fit pieces of a puzzle in a jigsaw and give stimulating food for thought. We also offer, on a regular basis, demonstrations of this psychism or mediumship or clairvoyance, and we also offer educational courses so that people can sort out their ideas and leave behind the more fanciful ones. You know, we live in an age of very convincing special effects in the cinema, and a lot of the paranormal is presented in such a spectacular way and such a believable way that people leave the cinema and the television thinking that these things actually happen, when in reality they don't, not quite as they are in the films, and sometimes nothing at all like they are in the films. So our educational courses are designed to give people a realistic view of these unseen forces in a way that can be easily understood and in a way that can be incorporated into their lives. Our approach is very much feet on the floor, feet on the ground. We tend to discourage the fanciful and the sensational. So people that make their way to us hoping to fan the flames of their flights of fancy are going to be disappointed. And I make no apologies for that. I mean, our field is full enough of people with fanciful ideas, and it doesn't do our cause any favours. But if you are somebody who has an open mind and a critical mind, and are looking to see whether this area has something to offer you, then I would suggest that we might have something here for you. When I came into this centre, and when I came into what I can loosely call a movement, I found people who were willing to listen. I found people who did have answers to questions, and if they didn't have them, they were prepared to direct me to sources of information that I could complete my investigation on that particular issue. The demonstrations that we put on of psychism, of mediumship, are delivered by people who have experience in the field, as well as mediums that we've invited from outside the centre, from further afield. The committee that runs the centre has members on it who are working mediums. They have developed their own abilities, and they can answer questions from their own experience. And we also have evenings which fall into the category of special events. They almost always have some sort of educational aspect to them, but they could just as well be social, an opportunity for people to come together and to chat over a cup of tea or maybe a buffet. We tend to find that there are people who come on one day of the week that don't come on other days of the week. So our social events serve the purpose of bringing people together who may not know that they all come to the centre. And in that category there are such things as autograph demonstrations, table tilts, flower services and crystal mandalas. There will be a section on the website to explain exactly what these things are. But really I just wanted to hopefully present a normal image to anybody that's looking at the centre, and to invite you to come along and share with us. Thank you for your attention.